This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, August 19th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We pretty much have a west-east flow across the northern tier of the country, a ridge over the south, and an upper-level feature moving into central California coast. Around here, it's still dry. It's been dry for a few weeks now. Some rain across the south and east with a tropical wave moving over that area. Otherwise, it's warm with highs in the 80s to near 90 around here. Even into Tuesday, you can see and it still remains fairly warm. A southwest wind, temperatures in the 80s to low 90s, the rain off in the south and east. And then as we head to Wednesday, it's still dry over most of the area. Still the rain off in the southeast, the diurnal or afternoon showers and thunderstorms. A frontal system will begin to make a move down toward us here Wednesday night into Thursday. You can see that here with some showers and maybe a thunderstorm around. High pressure will be nosing into Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. And that will bring temperatures down a little bit. And you can see that frontal system will still be nearby here on Friday as it begins to lift back north as a warm front. We'll see if there's some shower and thunderstorm activity with that. It's not looking very good at this point, but we'll see. That high pressure moves off to the east into the Great Lakes here on Saturday, and we have another storm system moving in from the west. Some shower and thunderstorm activity across Minnesota into the Dakotas, extending all the way up into a fairly large system over far northern Canada. And that system tends to, or looks to, kind of begin to fall apart over about the Iowa-Minnesota border here on Sunday. Most of the rain activity, if there's any in the state, will be well to our north, because as you can see by a week from today, the high pressure is back. A 588 ridge covering most of the country, maybe a bit of troughiness over the northwest and over New England, but around here, it's keeping that rain away again, and some afternoon showers and storms on the Gulf Coast, over the south and west, the Four Corners region, and across the northern tier of the country with that stalled front. As we move into the extended period, it doesn't look much different. The main westerlies across Canada, the main storm track across Canada, a 588 ridge over at this point most of the country except New England, and with that means temperatures are going to be fairly warm with highs above average for, by this point, late August. This is August 30th. So highs in the 80s to maybe low 90s with some heat and humidity around, but not horribly bad with the dry ground. And at the end of the forecast on September 3rd, this is the day after Labor Day, and as you can see, there's no change. The main westerlies are still across Canada. We still have a 588 ridge over most of the country except New England and the northwest. So it still remains somewhat dry, although you can see a few showers and storms around with maybe a frontal system nearby. Otherwise, it still looks dry, warm, pretty much for the next 2 weeks or so. We'll see if this changes. Satellite image from last evening, you can see a band of cloudiness extending from Minnesota into the Dakotas and Nebraska and the Plain States with a system that's only going to bring us a few clouds later today. Some clouds with the tropical wave to our southeast, and that's producing some flash flooding issues over Georgia with a flash flood watch there. You can see some red flag warnings over California, some excessive heat warnings around Phoenix, and some stagnant air in Texas. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days to Friday evening at 7 o'clock, showing some rainfall across the south and east, maybe up to 1 or 2 inches or more. Around here, maybe a little bit of rain more toward the Iowa-Minnesota border.